All right, listen up. People like that, they think they've got you all pegged, like they can see right through you. Oh, they're clever, all right. They sit there on their high thrones, looking down at you, judging every move like you're some piece on their chessboard, just another tool for them to use. But here's what they don't see. You're not just some pawn in their little game. See, they made one big, ugly mistake. Thinking you'd stick around, thinking you'd play by their rules forever. These people, they trap you with their words, their sweet-talking promises, hollow as they are. They'll smile in your face, make you feel like you're on the inside, like you're one of them. But the second you turn your back, ooh, that's when the knives come out. They're plotting, scheming, just waiting for you to stumble, because deep down they think you're weak. That's the game they play, all right. They build you up, make you feel like you're flying high, just so they can watch you fall when it's convenient for them. They think you're too scared to walk away, too hooked on their approval. That's the joke they pull, over and over, thinking they've got you on a leash because you trusted them, just a little, because you let your guard down. Let me tell you something about trust. Trust? That's a weapon. The second they can use it against you, they will. They'll hang it out there just out of reach, making you jump through hoops, chasing it like a fool, thinking maybe this time it'll be real. And that's where they messed up, big time. They couldn't see what you're made of, didn't think you had any fire in you. They thought you were soft, easy to mold, that you'd keep coming back no matter how many times they pushed you, no matter how many fake apologies they threw your way. But here's the kicker. The moment you decide to walk out, that's the moment you've already won. That's the moment they lose. And lose big. Because walking away, that's where the real power lies. Walking away means you're done with the games. Done letting them dangle you on a string. I think they care about you. Get real. That's what you can do for them. They take and they turn, draining you like a well. And the second you got nothing left, you're out, tossed aside like you're nothing. That's the harsh truth of it. But the moment you see that you don't owe them anything, that's when the whole game changes. See, walking away isn't just leaving. It's about tearing down the whole house they built on top of you. They think they're in control, think they've got you in their pocket. But once you're out that door, that's when they start to panic. They might play it cool at first, pretend like it doesn't bother them, but inside, they're shaking, because they never thought you'd have it in you to leave. But darling, they'll try to make you feel guilty, make you feel like you're the one in the wrong. They'll say you're selfish, that you've turned your back on them after all we've done for you. That's not care, kid, that's just desperation. They're scrambling to keep any piece of control they have left. Don't fall for it. You've got nothing to feel sorry for. You gave them way more chances than they ever earned, and what did they do with it? They used it up, drained you dry. So to hell with them. Walking away isn't betrayal. It's survival. And listen to me, and because this is the part that matters. When you walk away, don't do it halfway. Don't just slip out the back door quietly. No, you make it loud. You slam that door shut, burn the bridge, torch it all, make sure they know there's no coming back, no second chances this time. And yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to hurt. It's going to feel like you lost it all, like there's nothing left to hold on to. But trust me on this. That pain, that empty feeling, it doesn't last. You'll heal, you'll build yourself up again. But them? Oh, they're stuck with the mess they made, left wondering how they let someone like you slip right through their fingers. Yeah, it's sad, kid. Tragic, really. You tried to be fair, gave them the benefit of the doubt. But in the end, people always show you who they really are. And when they do, well, it's ugly. That's just the truth. People, they can be selfish, they can be cruel. They see kindness as a weakness, something they can step on. But here's what they don't understand. Kindness, that's a strength. It takes guts to be kind in a world that rewards the ruthless. But you can keep your kindness and still walk away. Well, dear, notice how they always make you feel like you owe them? Like every little thing they did for you came with a price tag? That's the trap right there. They build you up just to remind you that they did it. They make you feel like you're in debt, like you can't just walk away, because you'd be nothing without them. That's how they try to keep you leashed. But the truth? You owe them nothing. Not your peace of mind, not your self-respect, not your dignity. And the moment you realize that, that's when you start to break free. People like that, they thrive off your fear, off your doubts. They'll worm their way into your head, plant those little whispers, and you're nothing without us. Or nobody else will ever care about you the way we do. But it's all just smoke and mirrors. The truth? They're scared, terrified actually. Scared that one day you'll see through the act, that you'll finally recognize your worth. Because the second you do, their whole world, it crumbles. The only control they have over you is what you hand over, so stop giving it. Ever wonder why they start to squirm when you stop nodding along, when you stop nodding along, when you stop pushing back? It's because it shakes their control. They need you small, quiet, obedient. The second you show a hint of spine, they panic. You stop fitting into their little mold, you become unpredictable. Nothing makes people like that more nervous than unpredictability. You're no longer just a piece in their game. You're a wild card, and wild cards are dangerous. They'll start tossing guilt at you like it's a weapon, twisting things around to make it seem like you're the villain, just for choosing yourself. That's the game. You finally stand up, walk away from the mess they made, and somehow you're the one painted as the bad guy. But let me ask you, who's really to blame here? The one who kept giving, or the ones who kept taking without a shred of care in return? Don't let them rewrite the story. Don't let them turn your strength into something to be ashamed of. Walking away? That's the strongest move you'll ever make. They won't see it coming, you know. They're so wrapped up in their web of lies, so sure you'll never leave that they never even consider the idea. That's their arrogance talking. They think they've got you all wrapped up, that you'll just keep playing along, towing the line. What they don't see, though, is that everybody's got a breaking point. You reach a point where there's no turning back. And once you decide you're done, no amount of begging, no empty promises can change that. Sure, you might think it's easier to stay, to keep things calm, to avoid the mess that comes with walking away. But let me tell you, staying in a toxic place like that, it'll chew you up and spit you out. It'll drain you piece by piece until one day you wake up and don't even recognize yourself anymore. That's their game. They strip you down, steal your confidence, your spark, your happiness, until there's nothing left of who you once were. But you've still got a choice. You've got the power to leave, to break free before they take every last piece. Walking away is not just about leaving, it's about taking back your life. It's about reclaiming every single part of yourself they tried to shatter. And yeah, it'll hurt. Change always does. But that pain, that's just the cost of freedom. It's the price of starting over. And once you get through it, once you're standing on the other side, you'll see things clearer than ever before. You'll see that it was them holding you back all along, not the other way around. Let them think what they want, let them talk, let them say you're the one who left, let them paint you as the villain in whatever story they want to tell. In the end, their opinions mean nothing. They never did. They'll twist the story, making you out to be the one in the wrong. But deep down, they'll know the truth. They'll know they pushed you away. No, they were the ones who couldn't see what they had until it was too late. And no matter what they say, no matter how hard they try to replace you, they'll never find anyone like you again. You don't owe them your loyalty. You don't owe them your peace of mind. And you sure as hell don't owe them your soul. You've got to protect that. Because if you let them take pieces of you, bit by bit, pretty soon there's nothing left. And by the time you realize what they've done, it's too late. But you're smarter than that. You see the signs. You know when to cut your losses. And here's the real kicker. Once you're gone, they'll act like it doesn't bother them, like it's all business as usual, just another day in their perfect little world. But it's just an act. See, people like that, they're masters at wearing masks. They put on a show a fake smile, a laugh that sounds convincing. They'll keep going on, keep putting on that charade for everyone else. But underneath it all, there's a storm brewing. When the lights go out and they're left alone with nothing but the silence and their own thoughts, that's when it'll hit them. They'll start realizing what they lost, piece by piece. They'll realize they drove away the only person who saw through the mask, who gave them more chances than they ever earned. And that regret, it starts slow, creeping in like a poison that just won't quit. As days pass, it'll eat at them, every memory replaying, wondering just how they let you slip through their fingers. But by then, it's too late. They'll never have you back, and you'll be long gone, out there rebuilding, stronger and sharper than you ever were. Sure, you'll have scars. We all do. But those scars, they aren't signs of weakness. They're proof that you survived, that you took everything they threw at you and still rose again. And while they're trapped in that miserable cycle, searching for someone who could maybe fill the space you left, you'll be free. Free from their lies, their manipulations, their endless habit of taking without ever giving back. You'll have your peace again, your freedom, that sense of self that they tried so hard to bury. And one day they'll come crawling back. They always do. They'll beg, bleeding for a second chance, hoping you'll look past it all just one more time. But you'll laugh, not because you're cruel, but because you finally see them for what they really are. Small, weak, caustic rot. Just one more time. But you'll laugh, and you're none of those things anymore. That's the real power of walking away. It's not just about leaving them in the dust. It's about finding yourself again. It's about reclaiming every piece they tried to take, standing tall and saying, I'm worth more than this. I deserve better than this. And once you've walked away, once you've tasted that freedom, there's no going back. You've won, not because they lost, but because you finally saw the truth. You never needed them in the first place. Their biggest mistake was thinking you wouldn't go, thinking you'd stay locked in their game forever. But now? Now you've left, and there's no turning around. So what's it going to be, huh? You going to keep playing along, let them keep pulling the strings, or are you going to take control? Show them just how wrong they were. Show them that the biggest mistake they ever made was underestimating you, thinking you'd never walk away. 'Cause once you do, once you step out, that's when you're free. That's when you get back every ounce of power they thought they stole. That's when they finally realize the truth. They needed you far more than you ever needed them. Let them sit with that and let them stew in the mess they create. They'll try to find a replacement, someone to fill that gap you left behind, but they'll fail. Because there's only one of you, and once you're gone, they'll never get that back.